how it all worked.
Plus, Dodger fever hitting up all across Southern California. Fans cheering on the boys in blue as they get ready to take on the Toronto Blue Jays.
And the east wing of the White House demolished, torn down as the price of President Trump's ballroom keeps going up. And we now know who's helping to fund the massive project, now on the news at 10. Good evening, I'm Cher Calvin.
And I'm Rick Chambers. Micah has this night off. The NBA should be celebrating the beginning of a new season. Instead, over 30 current and former players are facing federal charges tonight across 2 illegal gambling scandals.
And one of those probes includes, but does not directly involve, Lakers star LeBron James. That case involves LeBron's former teammate trading inside information for a cut of gamblers' winnings. The other involves rigged poker games backed by New York mafia families.
All right, let's go right to Chris Wolf. He's got details and reaction. He's live outside the Crypto.com arena tonight. Chris?
Yeah, Rick and Cher, as you explained, even the Lakers have been dragged into this scandal. Mob families working with the NBA, X-ray poker tables. Sounds like a bunch of far-fetched fantasy from a James Bond film, but authorities say this is all too real.
I do the best I can and let the chips fall where they may.
And the chips have fallen badly for Portland Trail Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups, named in sweeping federal illegal gambling cases announced Thursday in New York. Prosecutors accuse Billups and 30 others of participating in schemes to make big money off unsuspecting high rollers and online sports betting companies. Investigators say members of the mafia worked with former and current professional basketball players to profit from rigged poker games. Sports stars were used to lend credibility to those games, according to government officials.
The charges and the arrests that were taken down across this country range from wire fraud, money laundering, extortion, robbery, illegal gambling.
Rigged shuffling machines that could read the cards in the deck and predict which player had the best hand were only part of the arsenal of high-tech tools and tricks used by defendants, according to court documents, which detail poker chip trays with hidden cameras and cards with markings visible only people wearing special contact lenses. And we should mention X-ray poker tables that can read cards face down on them. Terry Rozier of the Miami Heat was the only active NBA player named in the indictments. Prosecutors say in 2023, Rozier left a game early, complaining of foot discomfort. They say he told a friend he'd be leaving the game early so that friend and others could bet hundreds of thousands of dollars on his underperformance for the Charlotte Hornets at the time.
There's a lot of people that are very close-lipped about what happened in 2023, but what I was told is there was an investigation. They interviewed him twice. They took his phone, downloaded everything, and at the end of the day, they said there's nothing to see here.
Reaction to the sweeping federal cases with Elizabeth Vargas of News Nation.
You have millions of Americans now risking their mortgage payments on the outcome of games, and more specifically, the outcome of a single player's performance in a singular game. So if we're going to now question the outcome of those performances because of a situation like this, it's the biggest nightmare for professional sports.
And according to federal investigators, Lakers star LeBron James has been swept up in the gambling schemes, with defendants giving up secret insider information about his injury status for profit. James is considered a potential victim of the criminal activity, not a participant. Live in downtown Los Angeles, Chris Wolf, KTLA 5 News.
All right, Wolfie, we thank you for that. Let's go to baseball now. The wait nearly over. The Dodgers and the Blue Jays begin the World Series tomorrow up in Toronto. Game 1 set for 5 o'clock. The Dodgers arrived in Toronto yesterday, then had media day and a workout today.
All right, David Pingalore was there for all of it and has more on the Dodgers-Blue Jays Fall Classic matchup.
Earlier this afternoon, what do they have? They had a little media day. They also had that light workout going on. They took some batting practice as the team got in here last night, as we show you outside of Rogers Center, as they took off from LA to get here. But they did spend the day doing some infield work and, of course, some light batting practice to kind of just get things going. Because remember, the last time they played was last week, so they're going to have a week off in between their games. We'll see how they come out tomorrow. And as for media day, it was just a melee. We'll put it that way. Guys talking to the media, like Freddie Freeman says, we cannot take this opportunity for granted. Not only me, but this team.
This is what you dream about as kids, in backyards with your brothers and stuff like that, and we get to do it, and the chance to win every year, I mean, it's special, and I hope I never lose sight of that, because this is what it's about, is winning championships, and to be able to have a career that I've had, and hopefully a few more years. I do understand how special it's been, and hopefully I can continue to have a few more special years.
We played against a lot of really good teams coming up to this World Series, but most importantly, I'm really confident with this current Dodger team. We've bonded really strongly with each other, and so I'm hoping that that will be expressed on the field.
The Dodgers shared this statement. It's with a heavy heart that we share that Alex Vesey is away from the team as he and his wife navigate a deeply personal family matter. The entire Dodgers organization is sending our thoughts to the Vesey family and will provide an update at a later date. Now, the Dodgers do have the option to put him on the family medical emergency list, where he would have to miss a minimum of 3 days, but could be added to the roster later in this series. And we know tomorrow night at this time, we will know, obviously, the outcome of Game 1. Game 2 is Saturday with Yoshinobu Yamamoto getting ready to get his start in the World Series. And then Games 3, 4, and 5, if necessary, go back to Los Angeles for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. For now, in Toronto, I'm David Pingalore, KTLA 5.
Well, back here at home, fans are getting hyped up for Game 1 and stocking up on Dodger gear. And the excitement is building with a pep rally held in Santa Monica earlier tonight.
And that's where Mary Beth McDade joins us live tonight. MB.
Hello there, you guys. Yeah, oh my gosh, what a fun night this was out here in Santa Monica. I mean, there was music, there was dancing, there was Dodger fans, Dodger legends, and all together underneath these Dodger blue lights out here, getting all geared up for tomorrow's championship game.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, so
it's not every night you get to hear three Dodger legends, Steve Garvey, Eric Karros, and Adrian Gonzalez belt out Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
I've heard of the three tenors. We're the three first basemen that'll perform it.
Dodger fans, all decked out in their Dodger blue, were delighted to see the three former first basemen at a first ever Dodger pep rally held at Santa Monica's 3rd Street Promenade.
It was amazing. It was so great to see these legends in Santa Monica.
The former Dodger greats were grateful to be part of the Dodger celebration entitled We Believe in Blue.
It's amazing. I mean, the energy, the fans, everything about it is pretty cool.
No, excited to be out here, obviously, get all the Dodger fans out, get them worked up, get them ready to go, see if you can carry this momentum into tomorrow night.
In between the music, the dancing, and the autograph signing, we asked Karros what the Dodgers need to do to become the champs once again.
I think more than anything, they're going to need to swing the bats. The pitching has been unreal.
So how many games will it take?
To be super conservative and say 6. And I know that's like, oh, no, not 6. But I just, like the Milwaukee thing, that was 4 and out. I just think that, being off for 6 or 7 days, having to go to Toronto.
We also asked fans to weigh in.
How about you?
6.
6. Why do you think 6?
Because I think Toronto's going to be a little bit tougher than we think they are.
And maybe 5 at the 5th game, we're going to end up winning, taking it home. Okay. We're going to be celebrating. What are you going to do to celebrate? The parade. We can't miss the parade. Oh, my.
Yes, I think we all want another parade. I mean, how perfect would it be? Kicking off this World Series with a pep rally and then ending it with a parade That would just be perfect. All right, that's going to do it for me here in Santa Monica. Mary Beth McDay. Send back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Mary Beth, thank you. Now to breaking news involving Alaska Airlines. An IT outage that has forced the airline to ground most of its flights today continues. Alaska says dozens of flights had to be canceled today, and they've already canceled some of tomorrow's as well. Now, it's not known yet what caused the outage. However, according to the FAA, it doesn't seem to be affecting flights departing Seattle-Tacoma Airport. This is the second IT outage for Alaska Airlines this year. The airline urges travelers to check their flight status before heading to the airport.
In other news, the man that prosecutors say set the blaze that became the devastating Palisades firestorm pleaded not guilty to federal charges this afternoon in a Los Angeles courtroom.
I don't see any reason for him to be in custody.
Well, 29-year-old Jonathan Rinderneck is charged with destruction of property by means of fire, arson affecting property used in interstate commerce, and timber set afire. Now, authorities say that Rinderneck started the Lockman fire early New Year's Day, which then smoldered until January 7th, when the fierce winds then caused it to reignite, becoming the devastating Palisades fire that, as you know, killed